Good afternoon once again. This is Attorney Ramon de las Alas at my YouTube channel, NBA Trivia and NBA Sports Cards et al. The name of my Facebook page is the same, NBA Trivia and NBA Sports Cards et al. So that it will be easier for you to locate, click and subscribe, and follow my Facebook page. For today's episode, we will talk about another All-Star, the Prince of Darkness himself. You know why? Because during his playing career, he was the most hated man in the NBA. Bill Laimbeer. This is the back of his rookie card. Bill Laimbeer. During his time, he was the only NBA player whose father was earning more than him, more than the NBA player, because his father was an executive and was earning more than what Bill Laimbeer was earning as an NBA player, although it was already the start of the Megabuck era. He was a 6'11 center out of Notre Dame, although he was not the more heralded of the Notre Dame players during his time. He was the one who became successful in the NBA. At Notre Dame, he was teammates with Kelly Tripucka, also another All-Star, and Orlando Woolridge, a near All-Star. He was born last May 1957 in Boston, Massachusetts. He was he was a native Bostonian, but well, the Celtics hated him. He was one of their nemesis. He was a four-time NBA All-Star 1983, 1984, 1985, and 1987. He once led the league in rebounds in 1986 and was a two-time NBA champion for the Detroit Pistons in 1989 and 1990. 1989 defeating the I think they swept the Lakers, and in 1990 they defeated the Portland Trail Blazers led by Clyde Drexler. He also played for the Detroit Pistons when they lost the 7-game series during the 1988 finals against the Los Angeles Lakers. His best season was when he averaged 17.5 points per game, 12.4 rebounds, 1.9 assists, 0.8 steals, 0.9 blocks, and shot 50.6% from the field with the Detroit Pistons during the 1984-1985 season. That's Bill Laimbeer, one of the greats. I don't know if he'll be inducted into the Hall of Fame, but it sure is. He is a nominee, and his coaching record might allow him to get in. He was an original member of the Pistons Bad Boys and one of the Vital Cons. He was around 250 pounds when he was still active as a player in the NBA. He was a third-round pick by the Cleveland Cavaliers during the 1979 NBA draft and the 65th overall pick um, in the 1979 NBA draft. And and do you know that he played the role of a Sleestak. It's a monster villain in the TV series Land of the Lost. He was a Sleestak. Well, those were the ones with the big eyes. Monster. It's a monster in the TV series. If you know Chaka, yes, Chaka, Land of the Lost. Chaka is the word for the LGBTQ used to refer to an ugly person. The term Chaka originated from that Land of the Lost character. Well, that's Bill Laimbeer. Bill Laimbeer, he uh, he wore number 40 or 41. 40, I think 40 was more famous. And as a coach, he won 3 NBA championships for the Detroit Shock and was a two-time WNBA Coach of the Year in 2003 and 2015, winning the championships in WNBA championships in 2003, 2006, and 2008, and was the All-Star Game WNBA head coach last 2019. Those credentials would probably land Bill Laimbeer as a Hall of Famer, and he had a Super Nintendo games combat basketball. Well, he was one of the best during. He was a good outside shooter, and his number 40 was retired by the Detroit Pistons, and that was and he broke one of the ribs of Isaiah Thomas, which led to Isaiah Thomas retirement, as well as Bill Laimbeer's retirement from the NBA. Yes, the Slee Stock. I forget. There was another guy who played, John Lambert, an NBA player, also played the Slee Stock in the said TV series, Land of the Lost. Well, I'm gonna show you the card of Bill Laimbeer in my collection, which are mostly composed of refractors or holos or silvers or prisms or rainbows. Well, it depends upon the card company. Well, here is the card of Bill Laimbeer in my collection. The red one, yes, that's Bill Laimbeer in all his glory. That's a prism, red prism, numbered. It's a low numbered card. I think it's 249. That's Bill Laimbeer, the bad boys of Detroit. Well, Bill Laimbeer, this is one of those you will never forget. He was elbows, all elbows, and had fights with several, with Paris, with Bird. Well, he originated from Boston, then matriculated at Notre Dame, along with Kelly Tripucka and Orlando Wolverines. Bill Laimbeer. His card is very simple. And, well, since during the broadcast of this episode, it's very near. The All Star game is very near. Very near. I'll talk about some All Stars for you. The NBA draft, which produced the most NBA All Stars, was the 1949 NBA draft. Yes, the 1949 NBA draft was the draft that produced the most All-Stars, 13. They produced 13 All-Stars, and the very first number one pick was Clifton McNeely. However, Clifton McNeely never became a star in the BAA or NBA, and he was those forgotten forgotten persons. He was drafted as the number one overall pick uh, by the Pittsburgh Ironmen. Pittsburgh Ironmen, and he did not even play a single game. He shunned the NBA because during the time the salaries were very bigger, very low, and not in other words not worth it. By the way, Glory Road was the title of the movie which featured the Texas Western, which Texas Western school, which won the 1966 NBA championship, featuring an all-black starting five. There was a player therein was selected in the first round, Dave Latin, who became a Harlem Globetrotter. Dave Latin. I'm seeking his very expensive autograph, but up to now I haven't acquired yet Dave Latin's uh, autograph because he was a Harlem Globetrotter and a member of the Texas Western team. Clifton McNeely played for Texas Wesleyan. It was a 5'10 guard, 5'10 guard forward, and did not play in the NBA, but well, what could have been. We really don't know because chose he did not choose the NBA since during the time the salaries were too small. Well, that's it for this episode. Thank you very much. This is again Attorney Ramon de las Alas saying God bless. May the force be with you till next episode. I'm broadcasting from Quezon City, Metro Manila, Philippines in East Asia, the Pearl of the Orient. Thank you very much. Till next episode.